232 teeth in one person, in one jaw. Sounds like something from a horror movie, right? But this is a real story that happened in India in 2014. And trust me, what this guy went through, it's something dentists don't even dream about in their worst nightmares. Imagine this. You're 17 years old. You're a regular teenager from a small village. And for a year and a half, hear me, a year and a half, the right side of your face slowly starts to swell. At first, it's barely noticeable. Then your cheek gets bigger and bigger, like something is growing inside. This was Ashik Gawai, an ordinary guy from the village of Buldana, 300 miles from Mumbai. His father, a simple farm laborer, earning just $2 to $3 a day. The family couldn't afford doctors. Local physicians threw up their hands. They simply didn't know what it was. And Ashik endured, month after month, until the pain became unbearable. When his father finally saw how serious it was, he was gripped by terror. He thought the worst, cancer. Imagine those thoughts. Your son, 17 years old, and possibly? The family scraped together their last money and traveled to Mumbai, to the government-run JJ hospital. This was their last chance. And this is where the unbelievable begins. When surgeons did an X-ray, they discovered something strange, a massive structure the size of a ping-pong ball deep in his lower jaw, a tumor. But what was inside it, they couldn't even imagine. July 21st, the operation began. 4 surgeons, 6 hours of work. And when they opened this tumor, teeth started falling out, one after another, small, like pearls. Dr. Sunanda Diwar, head of the dental department, later recalled, "At first we counted and collected them, but then we just got tired. They poured out and poured out, like from a cornucopia." 232 teeth. 232. For comparison, an adult has only 32 teeth. This guy had 7 times more, all hidden in one tumor in the right half of his jaw. It's called a complex composite odontoma, a benign tumor where one tooth starts producing other teeth, hundreds of miniature teeth growing inside the bone, like some kind of biological nightmare. You know what the world record was? 37. 37. And here, 232. Dr. Diwar, with her 30 years of experience, said she had never in her life seen anything like it. The operation was dangerous. They had to use a dental chisel and hammer, yes, a hammer, to extract this massive mass from the bone. Then, for hours, surgeons manually removed the tiny teeth one by one. Can you picture that? 6 hours of painstaking work to save this guy's jaw. The doctors told Ashik the truth. If he had waited just a little bit longer, this tumor would simply broken his jaw from the inside. But here's the creepiest part. This thing started growing in him when he was only 6 years old. 11 years, these teeth slowly formed inside his jaw until they finally reached critical mass. The operation would have cost $4,000, more than his family would earn in years. But a government assistance program covered all expenses. Ashik survived. His jaw healed without deformities. But there's one final chilling fact. Doctors warned that these teeth could grow back. If even a microscopic fragment of the tumor remained in the bone, the process could start all over again. Odontoma is a genetic lottery. We still don't know exactly what causes it. Genes, environment, no one can say for sure. But Ashik Gawai's case has entered medical textbooks as the most extreme in human history. 232 teeth. One guy, one day that changed his life forever.